Hello.
Hello. Welcome, welcome. 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 Welcome, welcome. So, I've been... Hello. Just brought you to Premium. Wow, that's nice. That means you won't be getting ads anymore. It also means your watch time towards each stream actually results in money for the streamer. Yeah. Yes. So, I've been thinking basically about the structure of the puzzles I want for the game. And I have realized that how to say this? Oh, you play late today? Nice. I have been thinking about the kind of puzzles I want to make. Yeah, the stones with the rune are not meant to work right now. You need to fulfill a condition for those to be active. Yeah. And that condition is currently not available in the game. Yeah. It's currently unreachable. Yeah. So, of the puzzles. Because the way I want to structure the puzzle of the game is meant to be, how to call it, thematic? No, thematic is not the correct word. I want it to be consistent and kinda authentic, right? So did I speak about this in a different stream where I wanted the... Yeah, not only on the context of the game, but on the context of the trial and on the context of each other. The thing is, the puzzles... How do I explain this? I want the puzzles to say something, right? The thing is that I cannot really use words to say what I want to say. I have to speak through the puzzles, right? So designing the puzzles is not just about making a puzzle that makes sense and it is within lore and that is solvable by the player. I'm also trying to tell the player something, right? To teach something. Yeah. And that's a way bigger challenge than I realized. Yeah. It's such a challenge to say something without words, but I need to say it in such a way that is not obvious, right? Is that message regarding the puzzle itself, another puzzle, or something lore related? All of the above. That's the issue. So I played this game a long time ago, where the designer of the game made a very interesting decision, where basically you encounter, let's say, a push block puzzle where you need to push the block to a switch to open a door, right? Let's say is that kind of puzzle. Very small, very simple, right? And what at first got me extremely confused about this game, it was that every puzzle was that puzzle, just different variations of it. Like,
Hi.
hello, welcome, Mif, welcome. So, the game I played back then had this particularity where every puzzle was the same kind of puzzle every single time, right? Just different variations and difficulties, right? But it was the same. Just imagine a game where every puzzle is, let's say, a labyrinth, or push the block onto the switch, right? I have played Terraria long ago. It's one game I want to play eventually, but it's not currently scheduled in a future stream. Yeah. So, this game for some reason had only puzzles of one kind, right? And I didn't understand why at first. The game was so incredibly boring and tedious because every puzzle was the same puzzle. So it was annoying. It was very it was very heavy-handed. It was difficult to advance, not because the game was difficult itself, but because it got boring eventually, right? And I knew that most players never actually finish the game, right? But the ones who finished the game said it was one of the best games they have ever played, but never actually elaborated because they say it would be spoilers for the game and you had to finish the game yourself to understand why, right? Why you skin female? I don't skin females. That sounds like serial killer kind of stuff. Horror movie. And I might be a horror VTuber, but I don't get quite that graphic. Do you remember the name of the game? I actually don't. It was one of those games that came on the same level as I believe it was called Myst. It was from those times. It was a very, very old game. Yeah. So here I am playing this game, solving the same puzzle over and over and over and over and over. And the game was not even that interesting. Yeah. So the game world was basically imagine Mario 64, but instead of getting a level to play in to get the stars, you simply get the same puzzle, different variations over and over and over again, right? Now I'm in your avatar. Why do I use a female avatar? Is that what you're trying to ask? No particular reason. I just like this avatar. So the game was extremely annoying after a while, and I just didn't quite understand what people saw in that game. It was not until, imagine this, you just saw, let's say, a labyrinth, right? And you finish the level, you are spit back out into the hub world. Imagine getting out for a painting in Mario 64, and you are basically taking the 30-second walk to the next painting, right? And as I was walking, I suddenly realized the movement I was doing, going from puzzle to puzzle, when you see it from above, like in over the top-down view of the world, was a labyrinth. I was literally walking inside a labyrinth, solving labyrinths. And that's when it hit me that I was not walking from puzzle to puzzle in a hub world. I was inside a puzzle. It was like a escape room, right? And when it hit me, it completely changed my opinion of the game. It was this grandiose revelation that completely recontextualized every puzzle in the game. It changed the world completely. It was like gaining insight in Bloodborne. Suddenly being able to see things that you could not before. It was amazing. And then from that point forwards, the game became such a masterpiece. Yeah. The only issue with that game is that I would say 95% of the players never actually got to that point. Yeah, that's why no one was willing to tell you the reason why they loved that game. You had to discover it yourself. Yeah, and no other game has ever reached that level of shock that I felt when I realized that it was this, how to call it, reality shattering realization, right? It was like waking up from the Matrix or something like that. It was this completely shattering moment in the game. And then the game became incredible. It became this lock room type style of game where everything in the game was a puzzle, but it was a puzzle within a puzzle. Yeah. It was incredible, right? The only issue with that game was that it was in, how to call it, because the developer, I suppose they couldn't figure out a way for you to tell you what the game was about, because they couldn't find a way to make you realize, like, guide you in the correct direction. There was no way for them to show you the way, right? So that realization, the only way they could do it in a way that was consistent and it makes sense, and you were the one to realize the secret of that world. The only way they could do that was to bombard you with the same puzzle over and over and over and over and over and over. And basically the developer was training your brain to get used to the puzzle. So when you turn around and look away from the last puzzle you saw, you could realize that you were standing in a puzzle, right? And the only way they could do that without spoiling the game was for them to bombard you with the same puzzle over and over and over again, right? It's like they were training you, like I don't know, like in kendo, like learning a martial art, basically by repetition, by doing the same thing over and over and over, by practicing. Eventually the knowledge became muscle memory. So when you come into a situation that requires that knowledge, that muscle memory, your body did it by itself. So when you turn around and see the world, your mind by itself immediately tells you, oh, this is that kind of puzzle, right? And that was the only way they could teach you that. They didn't figure out another way to do it. So if the player didn't stick with the game to the point where their minds got trained to see the puzzle everywhere, they would never actually see the plot twist. Yeah. Right? And I want to do something like that. I want my puzzles to say something, right? I want you to, when you do a puzzle, the puzzle is telling you something, right? Not only about the world, but about something else. There is a message there. Yeah? Yes, I want to replicate that feeling. The issue is that I have the same issue as that developer. I have no idea how to convey that to the player. Right? How do you teach a player to recognize that? How to say this? It's like how gravity was discovered so late in history. Nobody noticed gravity was a thing until someone pointed it out, right? Even though it was plainly obvious, it was not until someone actually realized it was there that everyone else opened their eyes, right? So the issue with the method that the developer did is that while repetition eventually leads to that conclusion, it also means 95 of your players will never figure it out. Yeah, it was something so natural that nobody stopped to think about it. Yeah. So if I do it by repetition, the players are going to get bored, right? It's not going to work. So I need to figure out a different way to give the players a message, right? And I have to say it without words. It cannot be obvious. I cannot give them the answers. The issue with repetition is the repetition itself, right? Because you get bored of something if you do it too many times in a row, right? If you say the same word over and over and over and over again, it will eventually start to lose its meaning in your head. I don't know if you have ever tried that. Yeah, it wears you down, right? That's why it's difficult to maintain a routine. It's difficult to have discipline, right? Because it's an effort, it's exhausting, it's how to call this? It's something that simply wears you down, right? So repetition cannot be used here. At least not in the way that the developer did it. I'm going to have to find a different way. Yeah. Yeah, it's how to say it. I need to be able to guide the player into an eureka moment, basically without actively doing anything within the game. It's like telling someone to make player A beat player B in chess without talking to player A, right? Stimulate the curiosity works, but the issue is that you are basically leaving breadcrumbs right there. You are already hand-holding, right? And this game did none of that. At no point the game ever tried to tell you about the secret of the game. The only tool they used was the puzzles and nothing else. They didn't hint at the secret anywhere, at no point, nowhere in the game. Yeah, but handholding on the ground direction is still handholding. That's the issue, right? Is that for the moment to be that powerful, you need to be able to let the player have complete victory over it, right? Yeah. But how do you design a game like that? How do you design a puzzle like that? And I know it's possible. He did it. That developer did it. They were not completely successful because the game was basically a commercial failure. But when the game worked, it worked, right? When it hit, it was a major hit, right? To this date, I have not seen a single game succeed as hard as that game, ever. Not a single one. Yeah, so that's what I've been thinking. I need to yeah, repetition could be an option. I suppose it was difficult to tell the player anything without repetition, but I cannot do it at the extent the original developer did it. It needs to be way less heavy-handed, right? It needs to be not as obnoxious, right? But needs to do the same kind of work. So I was thinking in maybe a combinations of puzzles rather than a combination of puzzles rather than a single puzzle, right? Because if I use the single puzzle, that's going to tire out the players. Right? Let's just somehow make the puzzle progress in an interesting way. Yeah. I have a theory of what to do. But then again, it's not infallible. It's, how to call it? It's an unproven theory. Something that I could do to do something like that. But whether or not it succeeds is going to be the issue, right? So the issue would be making a puzzle that gives a message, not just in the lore-wise sense, but it gives you a very important information about the game. You mean take the risk that the player will never figure out? Or that the player will give up? Not even halfway through? Is that the question you're asking? Yes, I am. I will make the normal ending. Just basically regular Zelda, right? And every ending moving forward, it would be a new layer of difficulty, let's say it. You got an idea? Go ahead. Right now, I basically welcoming any idea because it's pretty. What I want to do is a very difficult task. Taunted the player for not solving the puzzle. Make this something repetitive out of spite. Taunting the player. It could work, but the issue is that not every player actually reacts to taunts, sadly. For example, taunts don't really work on me. That's why I can't play League of Legends. Right? Also, some players will actually, instead of getting angry, they will get offended. Yeah. It will be quite a variety of reactions. For example, some players are probably going to give up altogether, right? They will literally try once, fail, and never try again. Yeah. It would be a different thing if it was a challenge mode or something like that, where you upfront know that you are basically trying to do an achievement. Hello. Everybody, BT bots, welcome. Yeah. So yeah, that's currently the issue I'm fighting. Yeah, I need a reason for them to actually do it. Yes, a motivation. Yeah, mainly because this is what happens when
Can you sing I'm a Barbie Girl?
Sadly, I don't actually know the song. Yeah. Yeah, when you're a game dev and what to call it, you are not making the game for profit, it becomes everything about making the game as you envision it. You start to take some really serious challenge to make it. Yeah. Since cost is not really an issue. Yeah. It makes you overextend and over design. That's why some projects fail, because they start to add stuff to the game and eventually overwhelm their own resources and means. Yeah. Yes, you try to add too many features and then drown in the oceans of features that you try to do. Yeah. Yes, the goal, as always, when you make a game, is the target audience, right? So you not only need to make a game you want, you also need to make a game your market wants, right? Your client wants. Yeah. You need to know not only why they are playing and what they are playing, but how they are playing, right? And if someone is literally a brawler, that is a player that ignores completely the story and just want to kill things and reach the ending, that person needs to be able to play, right? If your player is someone who avoids all combat altogether and is constantly sneaking, that person needs to be able to beat the game, right? Yeah. You can then again ignore certain kinds of aliens if you want, but that means you are making your game more of a niche kind of game. Yeah. Yeah. That's why I do the game dev streams. So anyone interested can actually tell me, hey, I don't like that. Maybe do something different. Yeah. Yeah. I'm basically making a game that anyone who likes Zelda should be able to play. Yeah.
Greater than joins stream. Greater than sees chatting about target audience. Greater than glances at my 200 hours in Celeste.
Well, talking about Celeste, I probably should get started with that, right? So let's switch screens. And let us begin.
Hello, hi.
Hello. Yeah, the stream is about Celeste. Tero?
Hello, can you sing I'm a Barbie girl? Greater than joins stream. Greater than sees chatting about target audience.
Sorry, my TTS goes crazy when I switch screens. Sorry.
Oh, another greater than 200 hours in Celeste. You're welcome.
Yes, but we have our little nuggets of fun, especially when you... wow, ambulance. Especially when you code something wrong and your main character starts to break dance on the floor, and then it shoots up to the sky and disappears, Team Rocket style. Okay, I'm missing 2 hearts. Was this one the one I was missing? Yeah, I had just started the summit. Yeah. It's not a good game if it doesn't have a spay program. Okay, talking about games that seems to have way too many layers of depth. Let's go after the seaside of the summit. Oh yeah, it's going to take me a few tries to warm up, so please excuse the bunch of legs that are about to happen. Yep. Yeah, I'm very rusty. Ah, shit. Ah. Just give me a moment. I will warm up eventually. Hopefully. Ah, shit. Mwah.
You gotta time these wall bounces late to get enough height.
Yeah. I'm just a bit rusty and I'm also playing on keyboard, so it's going to take me a little bit of time to get used again to the controls. Ah. Shit. Ah. Ah. Ah, shit. Hold on, let me move my controller. It's going to fall off the table. Ah. Did you realize that my clock is an actual clock? Yes, indeed, it's a working clock.
Wait, what? Was that clock always there?
It's been there for a while. Yes. Ah, shit. Ah, shit. I'm surprised you never noticed it. It's actually on every screen, but the started screen. Yeah. Ah. Ah, shit. Ah! Let's be real, is some very good music. Ah. There we go. Nice. That's one screen down. Oh, now the screen is okay. Wait, where do I need to go from there? Wait. What do I do here? Ah! Ah, shit.
Open used.
Hello, welcome. Everybody, PT. Welcome. Shit. Ah. You can try, but frankly, I don't know the names of most of the techniques, so there is a 80% chance I won't really even know what you're talking about. And spoilers is a no, please. Ah. Ah, shit. I didn't make it. There we go. Let's see. Cloud, then we jump over there, bounce off of that, and then I need to dash up once,
six.
go over there, dash again. 06. Welcome, Paul Allen. Welcome.
Last
And dash,
screen.
go there, then somehow twice up and then down to that, dash twice up and then down, and then over there, dash up. That right there looks a bit difficult.
The funny screen.
And then we bounce over there, dash over, somehow up, and then down again to that cloud, over to that bounce, and then we need somehow go down and bounce off to that edge to grab that boost, and then back to the cloud, below, up, back again, through the middle, down, up, then back down, then to the right, diagonally, and then diagonally back, and then diagonally up, then we fall, we dash again, grab onto that, and we reach the end. Well, that's quite a... Holy shit. That's quite a challenge. Okay, this is going to be a literal channel challenge. Ah. Ah, shit. I was paying too much attention to the bounce. Ah. Okay. Ah. Shit. That's nice. You can torture yourself as you watch me suffer. Shit. I'm getting there. Slowly. Ah. Shit.
You can do it.
Okay, that was mistimed. Ah. Welcome, Tiago Gaona. Welcome, welcome. Ah. Yeah, I actually think the B-sides were for the most part harder than the C-sides. Only the last room of the C-sides is often the difficult one. Yeah. Ah. Well, at least I suffered more on the C sides, but then again, I'm still, excuse me, on the B sides. I'm still playing the C sides, but I might change my mind in the near future. Ah. Ah. Yeah, I have not finished Farewell. Oh, shit. So, no spoilers, please.
I'd cry, but the thumbnail screams justice to me. No particular reason. No.
A thumbnail screen justice to you? Ouch. Okay. Ah. Ah. Come on. Hmm. Ah, okay. I need to focus. Ah. Ah. You need to be so precise here. Shit! Ah! Okay, no dashing diagonally there. Too far. Ah, not far enough.
Hardest screen in the game skill-wise.
Hardest screen on the game skill-wise? Really? Well, it seems like I might be here the entire stream. If that's the case. Ah. Shit. Ah. You need to be so precise with this, huh? Shit! Ah! Ah.
Are you in the C section?
I am the seaside. Yeah. I cannot, with a straight face, say I'm on a C-section. For obvious reasons. Ah! Why? You don't know what a C-section is? Ah. Wow. Well, I suppose Gogo is there. Ah, shit. Hmm. Either I do it too early or too late. Try to do a forward dash instead of diagonal. It's more consistent. You mean this one? Okay, let's give it a try. Well, the dash might be more consistent, but I am not. Shit! Ah! Okay. Ah, shit.
Do a diagonal for that spring you missed.
Okay, I can try once I reach that post spot again. Ah! Shit. Ah. 1 second. Let me press my hands. You don't know how your mind is patient. After the fight you will have your rage quit. Well, let's just say I had an unnaturally high amount of
If you
patience.
do a diagonal dash, Madeline is gonna slide through the block, and since the hitbox from the spring is larger, it will work.
Oh, I see. Shit. Ah. Okay. Shit. Sometimes I think I'm going to die, and I just brave myself to start the cycle anew. And I decide to not put any inputs and then I don't die, and then I need to immediately react to this time not die, which is quite a paradox. Ah. Ah, I see, I see. Ah! I dash by reflex, which is not a good thing. Ah, and then I don't jump by reflex. Can it be called a reflex if you don't do something? I wonder. By reflex? Yeah, if you put it on X and Y terms and about corner or collision boxes and timing in frames and that kind of stuff, it's easier for me to understand. Yeah. Yeah, if you use game dev logic, I get it easily, more easily. Nah. Ah. Yeah, you can actually explain it on physical terms or on mathematical terms. That also works. Also, take into account if you see me fail a lot, more than I should, probably, that I'm also keeping an eye on chat and reading. Shit. Ah. I keep missed time in that part. You're indeed distracting me quite a bit. Sometimes it doesn't work. Ah, sometimes I'm just bad. Keep adding more turns she doesn't know. Ah. Damn it, now that actually distracted me, that reverse extended hyper dash. I missed the cloud. Shit. Ah. They also removed the platform, so you cannot actually reuse it. Huh. Okay. Ah. Okay, I need to focus. I'm failing too much. Shit. If I anticipate the next move, sometimes I lose precision. Like there. Ah. Ah, I didn't hit it. Damn it. Just keep covering the grass when I'll cut it. It will done eventually. Yeah, I suppose. If you have enough lifetime to actually get it done, though. The last part is really difficult, and that's the part that makes the screen truly infuriating. You have to go the initial gauntlet just to have a chance at the ending. Yeah, I encountered a few screens like that already. Then the issue with me is that sometimes I just simply pass the screen on the first try, and sometimes I'm just stuck on the simplest of screens for like 3 hours. Yeah. Shit. You never specify the size of the garden? Well, to be called a garden, I believe it is required for it to be a certain size, at minimum. If not, it's just simply a plot. Ah, shit. I believe... What was it? I think it varies by country, but... Where was it? Was it England, where it needed to be 3 by 2 meters? If I recall correctly? Or am I wrong? I do recall it being 3 by 2 meters. Yeah. It is on the loss because it's one of the ways you value a house, I believe. You just moved to another country. The sheer level of panic that's setting when you get foreign that you ever have, and then instantly means input a dash. Yes, it has happened to me already. Quite a lot, actually. Yeah, sadly, it has happened. Shit. I never got with the spikes. I always seem to literally touch the smallest pixel on the side. Ah. Too early. Ah. Tetanus grenade, eventually the game just killed her to save time. That would be quite a game. Yeah. Yes, happy Halloween. Yeah, I also noticed too late that today was Halloween. If I had realized sooner, I would not have a schedule a Celeste game on this day. Yeah. But I stick to my schedule. Shit. Well, I can at least do this. Hold on. For Halloween. You just realized something? Shit. It's almost non-member? Yeah. You're indeed correct. Shit. Ah. Shit. Shit! Ah! I didn't touch it. Shit. Ah. Shit. Ah. Shit! Ah! That was quite a failure. I was doing so well. Shit! I hit the... Ah. I cannot believe I hit that. Ah. Okay, let's go. Hmm. You are done with 7C? Time for 7D. Shit! Ah! Haven't finished 7D. Ricardo said what I was thinking. Ah shit! I didn't reach. Really? I believe modded. Yeah. There might be a 7E. Shit. Shit. Ah. Shit. Ah. Shit. Yeah, let's hope he gets them back soon. Ah. Shit. Ah. Shit, I keep hitting that spot. Should I dash before that? Or something? Ah. Hmm. Shit. Shit, I dashed too early. Ah. Ah. My muscle memory is betraying me a tiny bit. Yeah. Shit. Ah. Shit. Ah. Shit. Ah. Final chapter on 3BG. Sadly, I'm not sure what that is. Ah. Ah, okay. Golden berry. I see, I see. Shit. I keep messing up. Shit! I didn't make it. Ah. I probably should have dashed up. Right there.
Waving hand.
Hello, welcome. Welcome up. Hello. Shit. Come on, come on. Shit! I'm getting there. I'm getting there. You got kidnapped? Well, I claim no responsibility. Yeah, I'm glad he's enjoying. Damn it. Ah. Ah, damn it. Shit! I missed completely. Ah. Nah. Ah. Shit. Ah. Cup. Shit. Ah. One question. Yes, actually, I finished the game. You are indeed correct. I didn't get all the perfects, but I have. Shit! Ah! Ah. Yeah, I have played Elder. Indeed. I'm just waiting for the next update for the game, and then I will continue. Yeah. Shit! I tried to jump instead of dash. I did the inputs backwards. Lovely. Nah. You have a currently large amount of plastic items in your rooms. Well, depending on the arrangement, it will look like a landfill, or it will look like you are about to commit murder and you want to not leave any evidence. Shit! I did it again. The exact same mistake. They are empty? Well, I don't know what you have them. Then again, I have a lot of boxes in my room. Yeah. Empty boxes. Yeah. Ah, okay. Shit, I made the exact same mistake again. Ah. Yeah, go ahead. Ask away. Ah, I didn't reach it. Actually, I have not. I have not played Roblox. I'm not even entirely sure about the subject of the game. Grandma is a bit too much, but I'm indeed on the older side. Ah. Ah. Shit, I keep making the same mistakes. Ah. I try to be very precise and end up making mistakes. Shit. Ah. Yeah, about Roblox, it looks interesting from a case of study. perspective. But I have heard that it's not very fair to its users. So I'm not sure if I even want to play Roblox. Yeah. Yeah, mostly not fear for the people creating the maps, yes. Yes, but the IP stays with the owners of Roblox. That's the issue, right? So you make a very good game in Roblox. They can literally declare the game theirs. Just like that. That's the issue. Yeah. Yes. Shit, I never make it. Ah. Yeah, Roblox is a bit of a interesting case, to put it mildly. Ah, I keep making the same mistake. Shit. Okay. Have a nice sleep. Nope. Roswell. Thank you for coming to the stream. Wow. Yeah, I'm interested in studying Roblox, not so much play it, right? Muchas gracias, que descanses, que te va bien. Gracias por venir. Bye bye. As well. Shit. Shit! I missed. Ah. That's a good point. A very valid point. You do have free internet. Good night. Shit! Ah! Okay. Good night. Rest well. Also, don't talk about arson and bombs on my stream, please. I don't want to trigger something on the YouTube algorithm. Shit! Ah! Yeah. Yeah, the YouTube algorithm is very interesting, I must say. It has a lot of quirks. Some very weird ones. Yeah. Shit. Ah. Hmm. Shit. Ah. My reflexes are betraying me. Shit. Ah. Shit. I will guess metallic in general, but not really. I have wondered how certain kinds of poison taste. Yeah. Every time I see an RPG where you can acquire poison resistance or poison nullification, it makes me want to drink poisons. Yeah. You are indeed correct. Here I am complaining about the algorithm, and then I start talking about poison. Ah, shit. Ah, shit. Ah. By the way, I thought about a new game. A small kind of game. You remember that I said I want to make a game where chat could have some kind of control? Well, I designed one. Shit.
GL hardest screen in the game or second hardest depending on opinion.
Yeah. I can feel it. Yeah. So, I was designing this small game. So chat could participate. Then I realized because of the way I design it, it means that basically it's a bit counterproductive in the matter that because the game needs you to both keep your inputs a secret, but you at the same time you need to input your input in the chat, thus making it public. It's a bit of a unfeasible in its current manifestation. Yeah. So I need to modify that. It's a bit of a design flaw that I didn't take into account. Yeah, but that would mean I would need to deal with a whole new chat. Yeah. And that's a new kind of API, right? Shit! Ah! I could use Discord. The issue is that I would need to basically add the Discord API, and I will need to figure out how the Discord API works and the messages also. Yeah. There is two ways to basically solve the issue. I can, one, modify the core mechanic of the game that causes that to be an issue, right? That would mean a substantial redesign of the game. Or I would need to implement a whole new API so I can keep the messages hidden, right? That's two options, right? There is another option where I basically reduce the chat's control over the game thus making the game more functional, but it would basically limit the interaction from chats, which I don't know if that's a good idea, since the goal of the game is to interact with chat, right? Yeah, the issue is the whole private thing, right? In the worst case scenario, I would have to make a Discord bot just for the game, right? Yeah. Which is not something I'm looking forward to do. Yeah, it's too much work for what the game is, right? So I was valuing either to modify the design, do a rework of the idea, or reduce chat interaction. Yeah, I believe even with the reduced interaction, it would be a very fun game for chat. Yeah. Ah, shit! I didn't know that could happen. That's a new way to die, right there. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. Chat. Yeah, I'm leaning towards reducing chat interaction because it won't really detract that much from the enjoyment of the game. It will just go against my goal of chat interaction. Yeah. Ah, shit. In fact, the game is actually not difficult at all to implement. The hardest part is connecting the game to YouTube. Shit. Ah. And this Saturday will reduce the database by around 17 gigabytes. That's quite a lot, especially if it's a database. Yeah. Shit. Yeah. You're probably just removing duplications, I imagine. Duplicated information. Shit. Ah, I got impatient. Ah. Ah. Shit. Actually, just fixing the way binary data is being stored in a few tables. I see. So you're basically compressing information, technically. Ah. Hmm. Shit. Ah.
Hey Mew, can you stop dying so I don't get confused with the death sound from my game? Good luck.
Yeah, that would be confusing, huh? Ah, shit. Ah. Yeah, that's a better idea. Why don't you stop dying instead? That way you don't get confused. Ah, shit. Ah. You know, one of those annoying muscle memory things I have is that because of Mario 64, sometimes when I want to jump higher in a game, I, by instinct, press, if I want to jump right, I tap left, and then I go right, I do something like this. I turn around, and then I go back. And that's why sometimes I hit the walls when I'm somewhere that needs a bit too much precision, because I tap in the other direction. My mistake. Shit. Ah. Yeah, that's a weird quirk I have from Mario 64. Ah. Shit. Ah. The sad part is because I don't make it consistently either where I'm getting stuck. It makes it so I don't get any practice. Mwah. Oh, now that I think about it, I think this is exactly the way I learned to play the guitar. I will just grab a song and play from the start, stopping each time I made a mistake and starting again from the start, all over again, over and over and over and over. Yeah, it's actually the way I learned. The guitar, huh? Back then, I believe you needed to always play the entire song perfectly, because I only had recordings as examples. So I thought you needed to play always perfectly each time without mistakes. That's why I always started again after each mistake. The thing is, I'm only patient for the stuff I want not to do. That's the issue. Yeah. Nah. Nah. Come on. Shit. I missed. Ah. Ah, damn it. When I plan ahead, I fail the thing I'm doing currently. And if I focus on the thing I'm doing, I fail the next thing, which is lovely. Shit. Damn it. Ah. Shit. Ah. Mm. By the way, did I ever tell you guys that I got copyright strikes for my playthrough of the original Zelda from Nintendo? They didn't actually hurt my channel in any way, but I got them. Yeah. Probably it's because my channel is not monetized that I didn't get any damage from that. They didn't even get demonetized at all. They literally just copyright claim a small piece of the playthrough. Yeah. Yeah, because I'm not monetized is probably the reason that I didn't really suffer any damages. Yeah. Ah. Yeah, it won't really affect the videos at all. I can choose to mute the segments where they got monetized. I mean, copyright claimed. They basically did the strike for a song. Yeah. Even if I were to mute those pieces, it wouldn't be really much of a damage to the bots. It would be like losing like 5 minutes of the whole playthrough. Yeah. Ah, shit. Yeah, so it doesn't really affect me. At least not right now. Maybe once I get monetized, that will become a factor. But for now, everything's okay. Yeah. Shit. Ah. Yeah. I also got a copyright strike on Ultra Kill for a single bot. Just one. And just for like 2 minutes of audio. And it's not even copyright in the specific sense of the word. Yeah, it was just a simple content claim. Yeah. That one, the bot for Ultra Kill, was affected by the claim it basically cannot be seen on Russia and Belarus. It got region lock. But that's pretty much it. Aside from that, everything's okay. Yeah. It's not much of a loss, I would say, because to begin with, Russia is currently, I believe, blocked from YouTube. So it doesn't really matter. Shit. Yeah, I believe it. You were the only chatter on those streams? Yeah. Mitsung was first? Was she? Maybe was she? She was? I don't know, I need to check the bots. Then again, Mixfun doesn't really frequent my streams. Shit. Yeah, Mitsune doesn't really frequent my streams. It's the same way with Arts and Evil at Work. Yeah. Let me stretch a little bit. Mitsune is another VTuber. I actually collabed with her. Yes, before. Yes. Shit. Considering time also the fact that it works streams. Yeah. Yeah, I cannot blame her. The time zones simply don't align. Like at all. Yeah. Oops. We never actually finished the game. No. Mainly because a lot of stuff happened. Arts went to travel around Japan. Mitspoon had her issues with Australian internet. And Evil at Work was not really online for a while. Yeah. Also, our internet really didn't cooperate with us. There was too much lag and input delay, and that was causing a lot of glitches on the games we were playing. Yeah. Sadly. Shit! I keep missing right there. Ah. Ah. Shit. Ah. I kinda want to finish Dokapon, to tell your truth. I want the achievements. Also, I want to finish that game at least once. It doesn't leave a good taste in my mouth to leave a game unfinished. Shit. Yeah. Ah. Shit. I've been wondering what to do about that, about the Dokapon game. I was wondering if I should maybe get a new group of players to go through the game. Then again, that game is very time consuming, right? Shit. I screwed it up. You don't get that? The desire to always finish a game? That actually probably could be part of my lore, the explanation of why I like to finish stuff. Yeah, I probably should add that of my lore, because the reason is, I suppose you will find it interesting. Yeah. Wait, what did I do there? I don't think I have enough dashes to get through there. That's part of it, yes. That's also, how to call it? One part is the pride, another part is this sense of identity I developed at school. Yeah. Would be basically the continuation of the... What do I call that? Well, you call it... I believe you called it an origin story? Yeah, it would be like part 2, I suppose. Yeah. Because it's another, basically another thing that defines me. Yeah. Shit. Shit! I always failed that one. Well, not always, but quite a bit. Basically, it wouldn't be you if you were okay with leave it and finish. Yes, is one of the, how to call it, the pillars of the way I function, I suppose. Yeah, it's not as strong as the other one, but is significant, I would say. Yeah. Shit. Ah. Yeah. How would I explain that part in simple terms? Let's see. I suppose in a very basic way of understanding it, it means that pillar is basically me being a contrarian, I suppose. Yeah. This new one that I just talked about, being a contrarian, is being a contrarian in a very specific way. However, yeah. Ah. Yeah. Not in that sort of way. Let's see, how do I put it? Back when I was at school, after I got the police expelled, because I have this change on mindset. Basically, I passed from being lonely to being a loner, right? Which are two very different things, right? So when I got them expelled, basically what happened is that I realized, even though the other students were not really bullying me, they were also not nice to me in a way, right? They would exclude me in every sense of the word. Shit. Right? So it was itself a kind of bullying, I suppose, but basically I was getting ignored, right? That's when that loneliness I had, it changed. It changed from loneliness to hatred. I started to despise the other students quite a lot, so I didn't want to be near them. I started to hate them so much, to the point where I didn't want anything to do with them. So, because I didn't want to do anything to do with them, I decided that basically I wanted to be the exact opposite of the people I hated, right? So, if they hated math, I would love math. If they hated languages, I will love languages. If they all thought about was soccer or playing, I will hate soccer, I will hate playing. Right? If they hated to do their homework, I will love doing my homework. If they hated reading, I would love reading. If they were always mischievous, rude, I would be educated, polite, right? That was the way I started to define myself. So when I saw that these kids would often start something and never finish, whether it was their games, their homework, the books, etc., I made a point to always finish. Because I was trying to differentiate myself from them. I was trying to set myself apart, right? So because everyone doesn't finish most of the time the games, I have to finish. It carried on, right? That's why I became very good at science, right? That's why I became very obedient. Because the other children would misbehave, they would don't do their chores, so I would do them. I will obey. I will be quiet. Yeah, basically I started to define my identity as a mirror of the other children, right? I wouldn't really call it a baseline. I will call it opposite, because it's not like I use them as my foundation. It was the other way around, right? If they hated vegetables, I would love vegetables. If they always complain about the food, I will never complain about the food. If the children would always resort to fight, scream, I will never fight. I will never scream. That's the way I define myself. Yeah. I've been thinking all this time, is my cursor visible? It is not. Well, at the bottom of the screen, like from where the cloud is, downwards, like next to the mountain, when I'm in between jumps, I always, from the corner of my eye, see something that looks like a chromatic aberration, like a glitch, a bunch of pixels floating there like corruption. And I think it's my imagination, because every time I glance over, it's not there. Oh, I see. It's the spikes getting hidden behind the clouds. Yeah, never mind. Basically, your childhood was not nice. Consequence for it won't be the person you are today. Yes, basically. Yeah. Funny enough, because the way I define myself as the opposite of the worst trait I saw in my classmates, the adults started to see me different, like more mature for my age. Yeah. And it was not like I was trying to be mature, it was more I was trying to not be the other children. Yeah.
Were there moments when you did agree with them?
Yes, but I will still do the opposite. Yeah. For example, because most of them like candies and chips and that stuff, even though I like candy and sweet stuff, I decided to not like them, and I just suddenly stopped eating them for good. Yeah. Yes. So yeah, there were cases where I kinda hurt myself by doing that stuff. More than once. That I basically sacrifice something to just to set myself apart from the other children. Yeah. This is why most of my teens I never actually watch anime because the other children liked anime. Yeah. Because the other children were all trying to, for example, wanted to drink and smoke and drugs and all that kind of stuff, I immediately went on the opposite direction. I never drank, I never smoked, I never tried to do drugs, right? Had another person had been at your position, would they have arrived at the same conclusion? Probably not. Other people would probably have lashed out at the other children. Yeah. I suppose it would be similar. A similar situation that causes, for example, in the United States, the mass shootings. Yeah. Because the hatred I used to set myself apart. From the other children, but that hate could very well have been used to hurt the other children. Yeah. I'm so sorry, I sound kind of crazy, but I can't think of something to say. That's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's a heavy subject. Yes. Another person lag when the other kids believe you just beat them. Well, turns out that's actually what I did in the end, but it took me a while to resort to that. Yeah. How much of you are yourself because of the environment around you? How much are yourself aside from that? That's a good question. The thing is, even though I could attribute my skills, for example, my engineering skills and my math skills and all that stuff to the environment, because it really kind of pushed me in that direction. I cannot discard the fact that, for example, both my parents are very smart people. My voice is cracking. Yeah, both my parents are very intelligent people. Yeah. One is in finance and the other one is an architect. So yeah, you cannot really discard the genetics. Shit. Since you skip an entire year, I was younger and yeah. Something similar happened to me. Yeah. I had to transfer schools, and that's basically how I reached that environment to begin with. Yeah. You like to think about that? Yeah, sometimes the environment is very important and sometimes it's not. It's very hit and miss, I would think. Shit. Because I have met persons that were in similar situations to another person and they end up being completely different. Shit. That might tell you why I chose to base my VTuber model around a mirror. Which is very telling, I will say. Shit. Yeah, personal taste had to do with it, indeed. That stupid thing in the corner of my eye keeps bothering me each time I do that jump. this thing. Let me die against that spike just to show it. Ah, shit. Look, this spike right here. Right there where I just died. That thing that hides behind the clouds. Every time I pass through there, my eye immediately senses the little spike poking out and it distracts me. Ah. Yeah. Locking yourself in video games and the internet. Yeah. For example, my case is very interesting because the thing that the first pillar was basically fairy tales, right? The lone hero was what defined me for the first pillar, and the second pillar was being technically a contrarian, but is a pillar that on its foundation is basically pure hatred, which is very interesting. Huh.
In the third cloud, PP used to take it and do an up dash and next to diagonal, so they skip the spikes from above.
Skip the spikes from above on the... Oh, you mean going around the top? Ah, okay. I will try that. Yeah. Yes, but I was defined in a very weird way. That's why I see myself a bit of a strange monster, in a sense. Yeah. Ah. No, that is okay, stories, yes. Yeah, you are indeed correct. Then again, I must say, I actually grew out of my hatred. So that's a thing. With age, I eventually stopped being angry at everyone. Yeah. A single detail between been different in a person's past, and the whole resultant personality could be completely different. Yes, you are indeed correct. I don't think I can do that. Maybe if I use the cloud better, I could do that. Yeah. Taking account if alternate realities were a thing, you could be your own worst enemy. Yes, that is indeed correct. They think about me. The reason why I choose horror to be the theme of my VTuber is that because I'm defined by myself, I can literally at any point choose to ignore values, morals in general. Yeah. Basically, the only thing that is holding me back from being a very dangerous person is that I choose not to be a dangerous person. Yeah. I can edit myself. Yeah. That's basically it. I keep hitting that spot randomly. Chat. I'm starting to think I'm not going to beat this level today. Shit. Ah! Now that I think about it, my patience is probably... Well, that was what I was saying originally, right? My patience is a product from my pride and me being a contrarian. Yeah. Because the other children were not patient, ever. Always moving, always complaining, always impatient. I decided to be steady, patient, never complain. Wait. Shit. I said that and I immediately died because I wasn't patient. Shit. Well, while I will consider my my first pillar to be tragic, the second one I don't really consider it a tragic backstory. I kinda see it like more like my edgy face. And when I mean edgy, I mean it literally. Back then, I started to wear dark clothes, and I went kinda. I leaned very heavily towards the gothic fashion style. Yeah, it was my Shadow the Hedgehog arc. Ah, shit. I look like an AG and act like one, but you're not one. You don't identify as one? Well, that's fine. You had as much age as a plastic spoon? I think even today I can be quite edgy if I try. Yeah, that's why probably every now and then I see you guys say that. Okay, Batman. I mean, it's a shadow. Yes, I have watched that. Indeed, I have. Yeah. Yeah, I watched that one. It was pretty fun. Not the kind of AG I was, but yeah. I was more, like you said, more Sonic the Shadow. Oh, Shadow the Hedgehog. Kind of person. I was more the lone wolf that hated everyone and never could have any fun of any kind. Yeah. Shit. Nah. Shit. Ah. Shit. Ah. You were betting if I could beat the level or something? Shit. Okay.
Time alert, fuck you, Ricardo.
Shit. Ah. Okay. Let's stop here for today. I didn't manage to beat this particular level, sadly. Yeah. I don't think I even got through a third of this screen. Yeah. Well. Sadly. I will get there eventually. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, I got pretty far. Huh. I guess you needed to go through all that. Oh, that was the last bit. Huh. I just needed to go through here. Which is down, diagonal, diagonal, and then dash up, dash down. Yeah. It's actually doable. I can see myself do it. Yeah. Yes. Huh. I like the sound of the landing. Yeah. Okay, let's stop here for today. Let me save and quit. And let's show... Didn't I hit save and quit? Let's show Killfire the other clocks. Music, hello, thank you.
Basically, your childhood was not nice, but if it wasn't for it, you wouldn't be the person you are today. Were there moments when you did agree with them? Oh. In the third cloud, people used to take it and do an up dash and next a diagonal so they skipped the spikes from above.
Yes, in this screen there is also a clock.
Time alert, fuck you, Ricardo.
In a very obvious position. Surprise! Yeah. There is a clock right there. In a very, 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 very obvious spot. Yeah. And you might be thinking, was that always there? And the answer is not. It was not always there. It has been there for a while, but it was not there originally. Yeah. I can, for example, let's see. Where are you? Here. Why won't you? There we go. I can actually turn it off. You can see. Yeah. I can actually move it also. Yeah. You are going to look for the first appearance? Yeah. I wonder which string was the first appearance, because it's been there for a while. Yeah. Yeah, I believe it was after I started using this dance screen I have currently. Yeah, I believe. Dante? Yes, but I have that clock. Okay, so I'm going to stop here for today. Thank you for coming to the stream. I will be seeing you guys tomorrow for Elden Ring. Is a Limbus company reference? I have no idea. Sorry. And you put the clock on your face? Really? I don't know. I just did it just because. Yeah. Ah. I didn't finish that level. I got very close, I would say. Yeah. It was pretty close. Yes. I just had to get through that small gauntlet of dashes, and I would be in, just okay. Yeah. Okay, so I'll be stopping here for today. Thank you for coming to the stream. Tomorrow we'll be playing Elden Ring. What else? Nothing else for now. Yeah. So, I will stop here. I need to go grab something to eat. Yeah. So, as always, my schedule is on Twitter. It's been there. It's also available on Discord. On the announcements channel. Yeah. My Discord is available on the description at the very bottom. Yeah. Is that an anime or something? Nimbus Company? Do you recommend it? Game? They could check it out on the... if you put it on the recommendations, if you're interested. Yeah. Well, I wouldn't identify myself as a masochist, per se. More like stubborn, like a Mew. But, yeah. Ah, Limbus Company is a gacha. Yeah. That might be an issue. Yes. Yeah. You can recommend the order for the games on Discord. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like I was saying, what else? The prototype from a game is available on Patreon. If you're interested, it's free to play. No payment required to play the prototype. The source code is behind a $1 paywall on Patreon. Yeah. It doesn't feel like and isn't like any other gacha. Okay. Sounds interesting. Yeah. Yes. If you want to see me play a specific game, post the recommendation on the proper channel on Discord.
Good night, good rest and good meal to you all.
Thank you. Good night as well. Yes, so I'm going to go now. Good night. Buenas noches. Que descansen. Buenas noches. Rest well. Bye bye. Adios. Robotic Corporation is on discount. I'm going to check that now. Just to make sure. There's a chance I already have the game, to tell you the truth. Lobotomy Corporation. Oh, it's on a pretty big discount, actually. And I don't have it. I might just buy it, just so I have it. First game, pure stress. Second game, brain hurt. We will see. Because sometimes I kinda just blast through puzzle games or management games. Yeah. We will see. That's why I have like 5,000 hours in Factorio. Okay, I'm going to end here. Good night. Bye bye. Rest well. See you later. Rest well. Also, Kilfaera, there is an extra clock in the end screen. And that one is pretty big, so I'm surprised you missed it. Yeah. Bye bye. Good night. Adios. Enjoy the clock. Good night. Bye bye. And bye.
Taking that in account, if alternative realities were a thing,
There is the clock.
you could be your own worst enemy. TLDR, you can edit yourself. It's a hard one, yes. Celeste takes a lot of patience and time to learn the specifics of each section. Okay, not to be rude, but maybe we should stop with tragic past stories. I'm starting to remember mine, bruh. Okay, Batman. Lemao. I'm Batman. Shadow the Hedgehog arc. I look like an edgy and act like one, but I'm not an edgy, I think. At least I don't identify as one. I've got as much edge as a plastic spoon. I prefer brave, cool face. Do your worse. Actually, this reminds me of that anime. Have you all ever watched The Eminence in Shadow? It's so overly edgy it loops back around to being fun. I love it. I like that the protagonist was badass even before the isekai. Bro was committed to the bit. As a real Eminence in Shadow's unamused face. Well, Ricardo. Yes? It looks like I win the bet. I never agreed to anything, yes. But I'll let you have the satisfaction. Take it slow. Time alert. Fuck you, Ricardo. Fuck me yourself, coward. Lemao. Yes. That was the end. Yup. You might be able to pull it off next stream. Man, all this backstory stuff reminds me of my childhood. I once scared a teacher by ripping out my graded test and stomping it in front of him. Ripping apart other clocks. WTF. It shows the time. I'm gonna look for the first appearance. Dante. It's a Limbus Company reference. When you put the clock in front of your face. Okay. Don't remember me to Limbus Company. Why? The story is peak. That remember me to Lobotomy Corporation. They even got a discount Verthandy at Chapter 6. Do you know how many day 1 resets I did? Game. A game. Yes. You're masochist. But Limbus Company is a gotcha. But first played Lobotomy Corporation, then Library of Ruina, and finally Limbus Company. But doesn't feel like a gotcha. You'd probably fare better with the first two. Don't worry, it doesn't feel and isn't like any other gotcha. But Lobotomy Corporation and Library of Ruina aren't gotchas. Good night, good rest and good meal to y'all. Lobotomy Corporation is on discount. First game, pure stress. Second game, brain hurt. Third game, ears destroyed from Don Quixote's greeting. Lobotomy is the management game. Bye. Prepare yourself. I didn't notice the clocks. We are reaching levels of clock not ever seen before. Bye bye. See you. Clock turquoise looking up. Alarm clock. 12 o'clock. 12:30. 1 o'clock. 1:30. 2 o'clock. 2:30. 3 o'clock. 3:30. 4:30. 4 o'clock. 5 o'clock. 5:30. 6 o'clock. 6:30. 7 o'clock. 7:30. 8 o'clock. 9 o'clock. 8:30. 9:30. 10 o'clock. 10:30. 11 o'clock. 11:30. Looping arrows. Recycle.
Buena noche.
See ya. Good night.
Fantasma.
Nice clock, bro. Lemao. But mine is bigger. Lemao. Croissant. Banana. To clock, or not to clock? Why Phantasma?
I knew you were waiting for that.
Fuck you, TTS.
Wow.
Limau.
Yeah, it was me.
Bye. It was you. TTS best character. Bye.
Bye bye.